same thing. A lot of them don't teach the same thing. Some of them even call them different names. But they all want to have a summit and come together as one. What's that lead to a bunch of what? Confusion.
Confusion,
Right?
It's almost out of the author confusion.
I quoted it earlier, but this is Amos 3:3. Can two walk together except they be agreed?
Yep. So you can't be agreed with someone if they're calling on Yahawashi, and then you got these guys over here calling on God and Christ, not even acknowledging the real name. Or you got them saying, okay, this is the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip over here. And then in the same summit or in the same gathering, you got this camp over here saying that the mark of the beast is a philosophy, or sleeping with white women, or some other dumb shit. Potato chip, like fuck boy said. All right, so you can't come together with them because what's going to end up leading to is, first of all, confusion. Then it's going to lead to arguments and unnecessary debates. When you want to come together in one mind, but you can't do that if you teach different shit.
And that blood gonna be on our hands. Like if you teaching the mark of the beast is not RFID chip, yo, I don't want to be held. I don't want to be in the way of your judgment. Right? I want to be far from you. So when most I send a car running by or something, I'm not getting in judgment with you, man. So I'm separating myself away from you, man. Because they're gonna be held accountable for that, man.
Right.
You leading the sheep to the slaughter, man. All right, so what? If the mark of the beast not RFID chip, well, they just gonna go up and get it. Well, they say it's not the chip. The beast, so let me get it, bam. Now, all them are dead, man. And what? You are held accountable for it because sheep are very docile animals, man. All right, they need a shepherd to protect them. The sheep have no defense system, man. Put a sheep out in the wild, how is it going to defend itself? It can't. It's going to get slaughtered by any predator out there, man. So what? It needs a shepherd to protect them and look over them, man. All right, so that's why these heads are going to be held accountable, man, for all these sheep they lead into the slaughter, man. All right?
This is Sirach, chapter 32, verse 8. Let thy speech be short, comprehending much in few words. Be as one that knoweth, and yet holdeth his tongue.
Right. It's also another one too, a proverb that said, even a fool when he hold his tongue, esteem himself to be wise. Like, when you don't speak much, you know, like, man, I don't know about that guy, man. That guy, he could be something serious. You know, he may know something because he just listens. And that's what a lot of people do. Even if you look at them old kung fu flicks, you had the young disciple ask a lot of questions. Why is this? Why does it rain like this? Why did the sun rise? And he just sitting there, Indian style, whatever, just listening. Not even, he's listening to him, but he's not even speaking, man. Because at the same time, though, I noticed this, man. Why people, they think so much that they don't really be around people a lot. Why you think you have people like they claim, like Albert Einstein, a lot of these people who are quote-unquote philosophers, they always stay by themselves. They always, because they think too much. When you thinking too much, they can't be talking to you because now you took me off my train of thought. I have heard a dude tell me before. He said, Jay, you wanna know why I stay by myself a lot? I said, why? He said, I don't mind company, but I'm always thinking. So once you start to talk to me,
yeah, but they're always pretty uptight about the program.
To listen to you more than
Coach, you spent the night.
I like, I thought about that, you know? So that's why the scripture said, you should listen more, be more attentive, because that's what a wise man would do. Because when you go to school, you're not telling the teacher, oh, when I went home, I actually looked this up what you said, but they said this was different. But nonetheless, though, you came to my class to learn, so you should be quiet and pay attention. Now, on your own time, you can go and look it up, but don't come back and try and teach me, because the doctrine's already set. Like, that's just how it is in school, and that's how it is here as well. You got something?
John 7:13.
Yeah, get that, Dr. Joe.
It's St. John chapter 7, verse 13. Howbeit, no man spake openly of him for fear of the Jews. Now about the midst of the feast, Yahawashi went up into the temple and taught. And the Jews marveled, saying, how knoweth this man's letters, having never learned?
Right, and also you have these other Israelite groups that they have their own schools or whatever, they have their own establishments, but they had to go to Esau to get those 501c3 charters, man. They had to get permission slips, so to say. All right, they had to get permits. We didn't have to do that. Even Yahawashi, they did not see Yahawashi in their school. I'm like, how this man? Read again.
And the Jews marveled, saying, how knoweth this man letters, having never learned?
So how does he know the letters? How do he know the scriptures? Never come to our schools. Right, go ahead.
Verse 16. Yahawashi answered him and said, my doctrine is not mine, but his that sent me.
Right, so the doctrine that we speak It's not a doctrine of our own that we sat down and formulated ourselves. It's a doctrine that's been shown to us through the Spirit and power of Yahawashi. So that's why when we come out and preach, we come out and preach it through the Spirit. And what's the Spirit? The Spirit of prophecy. They're not coming in that Spirit, so we know the Lord not dealing with them, man. That's the whole purpose of us coming out here. That's the whole purpose of us doing the work. The Bible is a book of prophecy. It speaks about things that happened before, that happens now, and that's going to happen. So people who don't even deal with the Old Testament, the Lord's not dealing with them. People who are not dealing with the whole book, the Lord not dealing with them. If you're not reading out the Apocrypha, the Lord not dealing with you, right? I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Even if you're not even going by the 12 tribes, the Lord not dealing with you, because it's already been revealed through us, man. We got something called a comforter. Go ahead. You found something?
Yeah.
It's like
John 7, verse 13, continuing on. I thought that was it. I think it was like one first one. John 17, verse 7, verse 17. If any man will do his will, he shall know of the doctrine.
Say it again.
If any man will do his will, he shall know of the doctrine.
So if any man gonna do the will of Yahawashi, you're gonna know the doctrine. You got something? Yo, hold it. What you got?
Malachi 3 and 18. Gotcha.
Go ahead.
It says, Malachi chapter 3, verse 18, then shall ye return and discern between the righteous and the wicked.
So the Most High gonna make you turn your mind back to Him, to understand the righteous, to discern the righteous and the wicked. But how? By the counts, right? But how you gonna understand who to go to, who has the truth? Yeah. All right.
Verse 16.
No. Let's get what I think about the chapter. You give me First Peter, 2 Peter 3 and 1.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 1. This second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you in both which I stir up your pure minds by way of remembrance.
By way of remembrance, right? So our minds are stirred up by way of remembrance. So now we're coming back to the old ways. Okay, now we understand that we are the Israelites. Now we understand that we are those prophets of old. Hey, did not the angel tell John in the 10th chapter? He said, you shall prophesy again against many nations again. It said prophesy. He didn't say come back and establish schools, man, or have classes for your women. He said you're going to come back again and prophesy. And GMS come in the spirit of prophecy. It's that simple. Can you go back to that, Bible?
John chapter 7, verse 17. If any man will do his will, he shall know of the doctrine, whether it be of God or whether I speak of myself.
Right, so the doctrine is going to be of Yahawashi. And what he said, go ye out to the highways and byways and bid them unto the marriage. Because we're the Most High's wife, and Yahawah, He's our maker, He's our husband. And right now, He's getting ready to get that marriage. The marriage is going to get set up. We're going to be brought back to our power. But He said we got to go to the highways and byways. Now, you got camps out there saying, well, we don't have to go out there and do the work. Lord said we ain't got to. Hey, what Paul said, in season and out of season, man. You got to keep doing this work. How is it that, listen, if you're supposed to be feeding the sheep, Yahawashi said, if you love me, feed my sheep. If you're supposed to be feeding the sheep, right? If I take off for the whole fucking winter, how the hell are they going to feed themselves for 3-4 months? You can't be following them people. They're not going by the whole doctrine. They're going by what they want. They're not doing the will of the Lord. So the Lord not dealing with them. Slothful servants, man. The sheep just got to die out and starve. Or they might go back to Christianity. That's why we said we can't mess with them other groups, man. You got groups. You bring the Edomites into the camp, GOCC. Saying they can make it. Someone said they're not gonna be slaves, they're gonna be served, just employees in the kingdom. You got I asked you, we can't having debates with the black unconsciousness movement. They shooting up your Bible, they making fun of the name. They disrespecting you. What's the point of you going to do that? Because you're gonna make money from it. That's why. You're not doing the will of the Lord now. IUIC, how you gonna come in the name of Yahawashi now Shai? Now all of a sudden you gonna go back to Christ, Most High, Christ bless.
We don't know the Hebrew, man.
We don't know the Hebrew, but then y'all got Hebrew names.
Yo, what's up?
How you gonna follow them people? Y'all what's up?
The scriptures say, meddle not with them that are given a change.
Right.
It's double-minded too.
You got something to say?
I do have a question in reference to Israelites in. And it's Aisha isn't there what's called confusion of faces? And we shouldn't be concerned with vain genealogies. We should be trying the spirit before we allow anybody in. And I mean, could you correct me or
Well,
give me some guidance?
you basically said it.
Okay.
Because it's not easy. I mean, it's like it's not hard to discern if somebody is Israelite or not. Because the Most High, didn't you just bring it out? Malachi 3 and 18. You just brought it out to discern. You can bring it out again if you want. Hey, the Most High gonna give you the spirit to discern. Right?
Malachi chapter 3, verse 18. Then shall ye return and discern between the righteous and the wicked.
And who's the righteous? We're the righteous seed. Who's the wicked seed? Esau. So we're gonna be able to discern who's the Edomite and who's the Israelite. We're gonna be doing righteousness.
Between him that serveth the Most High, Yahawashi, and him that serveth him not.
He that serveth him not. So it's gonna be plain to. Matter of fact, can you give me Sirach 39:24? Because these words in this book is plain to us because of Malachi 3 and 16. Understand?
Now, what that last scripture you said?
It said, between him that serveth the Most High, him that not. So
we're gonna be able to discern between righteousness and wickedness. Who is an Israelite? It's not according to their works. All right, regardless of the outward appearance. Okay, like you said, don't get caught up in genealogies. All right, which is true. All right, so this is Acts chapter 10, verse 34. Then Peter opened his mouth and said, "Of a truth, I perceive that God is no respecter of persons." All right.
He is no respecter of persons.
All right. It says, "But in every nation, he that feareth him." Now, notice it said, "In every nation, he that feareth him and worketh righteousness is accepted with him." So hold on. So if somebody over in China and they fear the Lord and they accept him in righteousness and they start doing the work, they accept it. That's what the scripture just said. But like the brother just said, he's an Israelite. If he's doing that, he's an Israelite. So regardless of how he may look, all right, if he doing righteousness, because as I say, we shall discern who is Israelite by the works of righteousness. If they believe in this gospel, this doctrine, and they preaching the word, yo, they're an Israelite, man, regardless of how they may look. Okay?
And for the record, GOCC, they actually bring in an actual Edomite.
Yeah.
Like, it's not confusion of faces like a so-called white guy that actually is a Jake. It's like a white guy. No, they're actual Edomite.
They actually proclaiming that, yo, these people are so-called white.
So they can discern.
That's the doctrine.
Yeah. So here's an example of an actual Jake right here.
Here you go.
You know, real confusion of face. You know who the Tia and Tamara twins are?
Yeah.
Now those are Edomites.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? So they look like Jake, so-called black, and Blake Griffin. All right, you have his father. This is Blake Griffin's father, Blake Griffin, and then that's his son down there. So if you was to see his son just walking around, right, or in a GMS camp, that's how some people say, oh, that's an Edomite. But if you go back to his forefather, he's actually a Jake. Now, at the same time, you can have Tia and Tamara in the camp. They would look like so-called black people, right? But they're actually Edomites. So we're not going on skin color. It's not about that. And it also says, the scripture also say the wicked should not understand. So if you got a so-called Edomite Edomite, a so-called white person in a camp that's preaching, that you can tell that's not an Edomite. And how much more is it that you have so-called white people in these camps breaking down the wickedness of the damn devil when, you know, you have some Jake that ain't even out there, you know?
Right.
Now imagine his son. Now let's say his place was going 20 years from now. His son lay down with a white woman. His son gonna look like a straight Edomite, man. There's nothing you can do about that.
Oh, hold on, but
all right. You said something?
Yeah, I was gonna say, hey, but you know how the spirit is, cause he came out light. His son ain't come out dark because of his grandfather.
That hidden gene.
You know how it is. So
That hidden gene.
but it's just confusing the faces.
Oh, just like those two Hamitic. I don't know if there's Hamites, but those two African couples, they had a baby, blonde hair, blue eyes. All right, and when you tested his DNA, that was that dude's child. He was like, damn, did she cheat on me? No, it's just the genes, man. It don't matter like how you look. Okay, the spirit of that child gonna be an Israelite, man. Okay.
Hey, even the Lord said that Ephraim is a cake unturned. So Ephraim comes in different shades of brown. These brothers here are Ephraimites in the end. You know?
They're not
Ephraimite right
Brother
there.
holding cameras, Ephraimite.
Look at that brother. That brother's very light skinned.
They got a lot of spunk, man. That brother got flavor. He see, that's John B right there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, real talk, that brother got sauce, man. You know? You get that? Okay. You can get the one, whatever you want.
Going back to what we was talking about, you shall know who shall discern. You shall discern between the righteous and the wicked who serve the Most High. Right? It says Psalms chapter 25 verse 12. What man is he that feareth the Lord? Him shall he teach the way he shall choose.
Now that's beautiful that you brought that out, because what? Was not Cornelius a man that feared the Lord? But he was considered one of the first Gentiles. He was considered one of the first Gentiles to be brought back into the fold. But what? When you read about Cornelius, he was one that feared. Matter of fact, let me just get it real quick. It's real quick, straight to the point. It says, Acts 10:1. There was a certain man in Caesarea called Cornelius, a centurion. Hey, I'll bring that precept back out again, bro. Cornelius, a centurion of the band called the Italian Band, a devout man, and one that feared God, and with all his house, which gave much alms to the people and prayed to God always. Now, if you read that, you like, damn, Cornelius was a centurion of the Italian Band. He's probably a Gentile. He probably wasn't a Jew. Like, you know, from the naked eye, just reading that, you probably think he was a white boy. Italian Band, centurion. You know, I'm just saying, you in the understanding, so you able to know. But I'm just saying, if I was just to read that, and I'm, oh well, damn, he was a centurion of the Italian Band. All right, he must have been a so-called white man. Go ahead, you got something to say?
Yeah, about Cornelius, that's another thing, another precept that the Christians use to say that everybody can be saved.
Which is true.
But I mean, and just to comment on this, based on my understanding, the way that you can foil them is you go back to the Old Testament, whereas Yahawashi only came for his people, and you got to understand who his people were, and that right there will show you.
Right. Once you establish that the Lord only came for Israelites,
Right.
anywhere it says all or you all, you should know it's talking about Israelites. So you have to. That's the first thing you have to establish, that the Lord only came for Israelites. So anytime it say, oh, he was saved or he was converted, if you have or whosoever comes to water, those are key words. People get mixed up. All, whosoever, or the worlds, people get mixed up on that. You're right out again, Bible.
Psalms 25 and 12.
That was described Cornelius right there. Read that.
Psalms chapter 25 verse 12. What man is he that feareth the Lord Yahawashi? Him shall he teach in the way that he shall choose.
Now that's a characteristic of Cornelius. Now let me read about Cornelius one more time. There was a certain man in Caesarea called Cornelius, a centurion of the band called the Italian Band, a devout man and one that feared God, with all his house, which gave much alms to the people and prayed to God always. All right. So that Psalm scripture described Cornelius, did not, and is the Lord saying he shall teach him. Go ahead.
Now, I'm asking a question, and I agree with that 100% because that's what I understood. Isn't this a way that the Most High separates the wheat from the chaff? Because a regular person that's not reading the scriptures and listening to, the brethren out there, they're going to read this thing and they're going to say, oh, well, that means everybody. Cornelius was a centurion, which is just a guard in the Roman army. He probably was white, and they say, well, he's saved. When realistically, if you don't understand the Old Testament...
But what, didn't I tell you that?
Okay.
I said that's a sifting agent. When I was breaking down what Cornelius saying to you,
that's what
I said somebody that can't understand that's the Lord sifting, like keeping them out from coming to the truth, blocking them. So you absolutely right about that. If you can't understand that Cornelius was an Israelite, you read it, that's a sifting block to keep you from coming into the truth.
Bring it out.
It is a scripture that says it's plain unto the righteous, but stumbling block.
Oh, wow.
Sirach chapter 39 verse 24. As his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked.
Stumbling blocks to the wicked. Go ahead, speak.
Yeah, so like last week, the brother Mayum, he was talking. He was like, man, how can they not? It was like so plain to him. Like, yo, like he's like I'm damn tired of trying to speak it over to you people. It's so plain. I was like, brother, it's plain to you because Hey, the Lord opened your eyes up to see that this. Hey, man, the whole confusion of faces, the whole Gentile thing, is simple. But to you it's like it's simple. Like, why can't you understand that? But the Most High didn't open their eyes up to understand that. So that's a beautiful thing when you able to break. Like Cornelius thing, that was something heavy, man. All right, back during, I heard, I wasn't there, but during the history, the elders always speak on the history. What, they got kicked out behind that, man? The whole Cornelius thing, all right? For teaching that Cornelius was an Israelite, the Spirit revealed. He's actually an Israelite. So that's a heavy thing, man. All right, the whole Gentile thing that's a heavy topic, yo. The whole confusion of faces, heavy. All that's heavy. Go ahead.
But I didn't think that was confusing based on, for me, I'm only speaking on my behalf, because if you understand the Old Testament, you know that none of the prophets of old taught to the heathen. So if they're going to teach to Cornelius, and they claim to be prophets, they're going directly against the Most High, and that would not work. So I had to bring that up to my mom, because we had a debate on that.
Now, another example, Timothy. Because they said Timothy's father was a Greek, his mom was a Jew. So bring it out. This is Acts chapter 16, verse 1. Then came he to Derbe and Lystra, and behold, a certain disciple was there named Timotheus. Now listen, he called him a disciple. The son of a certain woman, which was a Jewish and believed, but his father was a Greek. So if his father was a Greek, how can he become a disciple? Like,
Grecians of that.
Go ahead.
It's Matthew 10, verse 5. It's Matthew 10, verse 5. These 12 Yahawashi sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles, and any city of Samaritans enter ye not.
That's where the heathens would be. Go ahead.
But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
So he told the disciples to go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Now Timotheus was called a disciple. But if his father's a Greek, then he could be an Israelite. I got you. That'll be 1 Kings 17, 24. Now, Acts 16 and 1, now I just read his father was a Greek. Now when you go into that word Greek, it's like that word Greek in the Greek is Helen. Now, understand this. I want you to listen to this real quick. I'm going into the blue letter right now. I'm going into what that word Greek is. Alright? See, Esau is the devil. He's sly with his word. It says, a Greek by nationality, whether a native of the mainland or of the Greek islands or colonies. In a wider sense, this is the second definition. Now listen to what Esau said. In a wider sense, the name embraces all nations, not Jews, that made the language, customs, and learning of the Greeks their own. Now go into the word Helen in the Bible dictionary. Let's see what it says. Go ahead. Remember, the same word that says Greek, the word Greek that's in Acts 16 and 1, that Greek word is Helen. All right? Now, matter of fact, you go to it. You got it. Now remember, I'm reading out the blue letter Bible, so if I was to read this in the Greek, the subjugate, that word where it says Greek, that would be Helen. So let's see what the word Helen says in your Bible dictionary. What does it say?
Page 222, bottom right.
Thanks.